back. Welcome back. I was telling the stream, bot watchers, there's always like a couple minutes before the recording actually starts. I don't really chat during that time, but I was kind of saying that right when I hit the like record button, I spilled water on my phone. It's okay. It works. It works. Nothing's wrong. It's okay. Can't say the same about my base. I logged in and it said I have 4 uncleared power fails, but I think this was from yesterday. Whenever I did that weird plug-in somewhere here and it destroyed my A2 network, something like that. We'll figure that out. But anyways, welcome back. We're back. So that last episode, we got pretty good progress, even though not much was done. No, we got a lot of progress, actually. The biggest one being we got 4 total ore munchers now. And we can check they're not running. And that's because they were actually able to clear up all the junk here. And that's so good. I'm so proud of these guys. I can actually reduce this because they're set to 10,000, so they won't pull anything that is less than 10,000. But if I adjust it, then they will, because yeah, everything here is now able to process. So they actually did so much work and cleared up all of our backlog. So based on how fast we produce resources, they should be able to keep up. And I did craft like 4 more of them. They did finish crafting, but I'm not going to set them up because it's clear that these 4 can support what we produce. I will have to set them up at some point, but right now we don't need to. And that is good signs. So they may have gotten stuck. Yeah, this one got stuck because we're farming some random things, so let's fix that first. And then aside from that, we also went to the mothership. We made our mothership and we got to Seth. And with that, we have Tangum. Now we've managed to get 1.6 million of this stuff. Pretty good. The ore setup is still the same over here, at least the storage. But we're actually getting really close to the infinity chest. And once I get the infinity chest, I want to replace basically, not this, I don't want to touch this because I'm going to break everything, but this. I should be able to replace all of this and then stuff it inside one infinity chest. So the craft mostly finished, but if I try to craft it, there's still some things missing. Yeah, it was able to go through most of it, but we're actually waiting on Tangen processing because we don't have an electromagnetic separator, at least at UHV tier. So that's one of the last things we did last episode was we put down the multi-blocks, but we haven't actually got them going. That's probably one of the first things we're going to do after I deal with the filtering here, because I do want them to store the items. So if I check here, I think I can put this here and throw this into here. Check you. And yeah, so it looks like our issue is Vintium. I don't care about purified zinc, or that's going to stay there forever until I deal with it later. I'll filter it or void it. Osmiridium is just there permanently because we kind of broke our setup. So I don't want to throw this away, so it's just going to be there. It's okay. We have a storage bus right here that our storage actively tries to take from here first. And Infinity Catalyst. So this is a good news because that means we have completely filled up our 4096 item cell. So we can only hold up to like 32 million, I think, or 33 million. So I made a couple of these off camera and I'm just going to filter another one because I don't want to void any of that. That stuff's expensive. Or it's very useful at least, so I don't want to void it. So this one is going to have that one, but we're not going to void it. So I would just put that one here. And now we have space for 33 million more Infinity Catalyst. And how's our Cosmic? We're approaching 33 million as well. That's actually pretty good. But these things, so I can totally just void the other stuff because I don't really care about it. Like I don't care about Vintium really. Like, what is this used for? I can get Thaumium out of this. I don't really know. I'm not going to trash it. I'm just going to void excess. And I'm going to store the rest of it in case we actually do need it. So actually, whoops. Forgot to save this. I will be trashing the purified zinc though, because I don't need that anymore. Store the Vintium. And store the Vintium gem. And then we tell this to throw it here. And there we go. Put that there, and I think we're good to go. I don't need this anymore. I'm still getting used to it because we used to have an ore muncher here, but now we don't. So it kind of looks very skeletal to me. I'm still trying to get used to it. But there we go. Now we should have only one thing in here, which is our osmiridium that we're not trying to avoid. Okay. So I just wanted to mention something before we continue. We have, or I have the marimba cam. It's back. So on the breaks, I'm trying to like whenever I take a break, I come back and I play a little bit of stuff. I'm trying to bring that back, but oh man, getting this set up is kind of funny. So I've been kind of holding off on it because last week there was I think I talked about it, but last week there was an annual fire inspection that my apartment complex has, and I had to move all my stuff because it wasn't in a very good spot, and I would have gotten in trouble. So I had to put up all my mics, my equipment, my instrument. I had to cover it up, and it takes a while to set it up, make sure everything works. But I finally got it today. I actually finished setting up like a couple minutes before the stream started, so it's probably not sounding 100% how I want it to. But it's okay. It's something is better than nothing, right? So the plan for today, we're gonna continue trying to get the infinity chest. But for us to continue, we need to set up the electromagnets. So we did craft 2 of these samarium things. And honestly, I think what we're going to start off with is putting them down over here. Like right over here, right? But trying to craft the Tangum one immediately. Because we can go even further. I think this is the best one that we can use. Yes. So if we have this one, then this gives us the biggest EU discount, and it's also the fastest. So I do want to craft 2 of these, one for the polarizer and one for the separator. And to get this, you need, a magnet already. So that's what the samarium one is for. So we'll get started with this. We're going to start off with giving this energy hatches. We need some maintenance hatches. You know the drill, setting up a multi-block. Everyone's favorite activity in GTNH, right? I actually don't mind it too much. It's kind of relaxing to me, setting up machines like this. Okay, so we give them those guys, and we're going to give them crafting input buses because they only deal with items as far as I'm aware. And then you get output bus, and we'll go ahead and use 2 of the good ones. I should really craft like 100 of these, honestly, because I'm always having to craft these and I have to wait a little bit to get them going. So I'm also being a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Lenient, or I don't know the word I'm looking for, but lenient when it comes to the base design. I'm trying to get rid of things a little faster, or trying to make progress a little faster. So things like this, right? Usually I would break the bottom part and then cover it up with Aegon to make it look nice, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. So a lot of the machines are going to be floating. Pretty much all of them are going to be floating. Anyways, so we give you power. Like that. Then you get power like that. Then we get the output buses. So these 2 are going to be the storage ones. So output bus right there. Output bus right here. Input bus right there. Input bus right there. Yeah. me check if my mic filters are actually working, because there's no way for me to know unless I actually like look at it. Yeah, we'll trust. Hope and pray it actually works, right? So power, I'm probably just going to continue using this UHV branch because that is a 64 amp. We should be okay. A lot of people told me Matter Manipulator is so good, and I didn't ignore them, but now I fully understand. So good. I don't like how it looks like that. Like that. Okay. So, gotta connect or fix this one. Yeah. What's something else that I'm not sure if it's news, but something else I wanted to share. I guess you can say news. So yeah, I pretty much decided that during the week, I don't really have the time to record Meatball Craft, but I'm giving myself the time in the weekend morning. So earlier today, I was recording a little bit, and I think it's actually extra comfy for me to do that. Lots of Minecraft, but I'm trying to like really push the content creation, right? But it's not enough for me to feel like I'm gonna get burnt out, because in the end, I do really like playing Minecraft, playing things like this, interacting with the community, and I just want to push more content because I feel like it's time. So weekend mornings, I will be recording Meatball Craft, and that should not be interfering with the GTNH streams. So we're going to stick with that schedule where it's basically every day if I can, except for Monday and Thursday because of band practice. And any other day that I may get called in for work or I have to stay in late because I do, technically work 24/7. I'm actually on call this weekend. I have what's called the weekend shift, weekend coverage, whatever that means. But no one called me today, and that's so good. I love it when I'm on call and no one actually calls me. It just gives me more time for Minecraft. But if any Meatball Craft enjoyers do watch the VOD somehow, just know that I'm not going to abandon it. No, we're going to beat that pack as well. But the purpose of me streaming more often GTNH is that I also have to beat GTNH. We're approaching 2 years. We're getting to that point, and it's time. I did not check how many channels I had. Oops. That's not good. I don't think I have any channels left. Hang on. So if I break you, and then I read this, if this still says 32 channels, 31 channels, I don't have the channels for any more. And I can probably borrow channels from another line. Let me check here. I'm going to borrow channels from another line because I don't think we need to set up another line for this. I've also been thinking about it, but at some point, because we have a certain pattern, right, of expansion, I think at some point I'm going to start expanding to the left and right, but they're going to be for like focused machines. For example, spam. I think that's the idea here. It's what I'm thinking. So the whole base here is pretty much just a big square, right? And all of this in the middle is like things that I need to progress in the pack. Passive things mostly. And a couple of crafting things. But if I really need something mass produced by the boatloads, we're going to put that on this part facing this way and also on the other side. And I think that that's what we should be doing to really progress in the pack. We need lots of machines. So things like this, instead of that, we're going to have like a huge line of centrifuges and so on. Not just the 4 itty bitty ones right there. No, we're going all the way. It's just something I was thinking about. I don't know how it's going to look in the long run or when I'm going to start this, but it'll happen. So we're just going to borrow channels from that connection. And connect it to these guys, right? Yes. And there you go. Now you have channels. So connected, everything is connected. You need to be a separator and you need to be a polarizer. Yes, just like that. I believe that's good to go. Yes, okay. So that means I can decommission this one over here because we're not using it anymore. We don't care. It's very sad. It's only running UV. Cringe, and it doesn't really have that many recipes. So you're getting decommissioned. And I'll rip that apart in a little bit. There we go. Go ahead and rename this to polarizer. You are electromagnetic separator. Man, every time I like hear the words electromagnetism or related words like that, kind of reminds me of the undergrad class I took. So I'm gonna sound like a big nerd, but one of my focuses for my degree is electrical and computer engineering. One of my focuses was electromagnetism. And I say that like I understand what it is. I don't. Man, that stuff is complicated as all heck. It's really interesting though, but I can't really get into details about it. But every time I read electromagnetism anywhere, I always imagine one of my, like the main electromagnetism course. Very interesting stuff, yes. Good times. There's also this acoustic class that I took, and I still think about it, especially when I'm like setting up things like my little booth, I guess, not booth, but like my recording setup. It's very primitive. There's a lot of sound treatment that I need to do, but I just don't really have the budget or the space to do it. So, okay, I gotta, okay, sure. So in the long run, I do want to do more acoustic treatment and like really step up the music production, not just performance, but also production. Because I'm not, I do have some ideas. Most of them, like my brother is the one that's really good with like the production stuff. Like he actually made music. I don't really make music. I like to perform, but I'd like to try my hand on it. But I do really need like an actual recording setup, and I feel like a really good one will have to wait until I get my own place because I can't really do much to my apartment. That instrument is cool. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite instrument of all time. It's a marimba. If you didn't know about it, marimba is how you pronounce it, or otherwise, if you can't roll your R's. Favorite instrument. I've been playing it for since high school, basically. It is. It took me a while. Talked about it earlier, but it's always a little struggle to set it up because it's a big instrument. I need 2 mics, and then I have to make sure the mics are okay. And then the camera is a very scuffed setup also. It's on a dinner table. It's not even, I don't even have a camera stand. It's my phone also. And I have like this really long USB cable connected to it. It's pretty funny. This. Yeah, we'll get there. So whenever I have it set up, I do like to play it after my breaks or even during the breaks. But after the breaks is usually when I play it. There are some new things that I want to share. I got a couple of new instruments since the last time I shared it. Or Ali can just force me to do it now.
Or I can force you to do it now.
Here's a disclaimer. I will not play it until my AC actually turns off because it actually gets in the way. So let me turn off my AC and then we have to give it a couple minutes for the fan to turn off. Or Ali can just make me do it now. All right. Yeah, okay, we'll give it a couple minutes. And you can actually hear the fan. It's because the mic on the right side of the instrument or the left side of your screen, it's actually like right under a vent, and you hear the full blast of the AC. but I can't move it. I can't
Drink
move the
while you
camera
wait,
or
I
the
guess.
mic because the instrument, that's like the only spot in the entire room I can put it and it sounds okay. I got water, so it's okay. Thanks, Sally. Cheers. What was I doing? Oh, polarizer is set up and then the electrolyzer is also set up. I think we're good to go to get this going. We'll start up some recipes and then it might turn off by then, the air, the AC. Man, what I do for content creation, because the AC in my apartments is not very good. There's like a 50-50 chance I turn it off and it doesn't turn back on when I'm done, and then it gets super hot. It actually happened one stream where I turned off the AC and I blew a capacitor. That's what the maintenance guy told me. I just turned it off for 5 minutes and it refused to go back on. So we're gonna try to do purified tangum dust. And let me set up this recipe and then we'll go ahead and continue here. So this is in the separator. And then we're actually getting pretty close. Oh, we can craft most of the chest, actually. I did a lot of this crafting off camera, but it's going to take forever for the UEV components because it was waiting for Tangum. So I'm just going to get it going and we'll see how long it takes. It's probably going to take a while, though. Yeah. Okay. We should be good, though, because the fan did turn off. So I'll meet you over there. Okay, so actually, I just need to make sure that you can actually hear me. Oh, yeah, you can hear me. So, there's a recurring set of tunes that I would play, or a recurring song. It's called Fry. So if you're new, I played this a couple times. I'm not going to play the full song, but it's like this. It's a very cute song. And it's part of a series of songs written by a band director or a band professor or music professor in University of North Texas. So it's part of a book, and I actually picked up the book. It's called where is it? Yes, it's this one over here. I love this book because the idea of this book, there's a whole bunch of different songs. I think it's like 16 songs, I think. Yeah, 16 songs. They sound really nice, and they are designed to make you practice certain techniques. So I think this next one I want to play is called Oakland. It is designed to teach you single independent strokes. So what that is the ability to play a note without playing any other melody. Alright, so I can do that. So that's the whole idea of a single independent stroke. That's what that technique is called. So we'll go ahead and play that. No, how do I start it? It's like this. So it's called Oakland. And I'm still learning the rest of the song, but that's kind of a sneak peek. It's pretty fun. It's very similar to the other one, which is also, this is called Fry. It's the very first one. This one's also trying to teach you independent strokes. So things like that, right? Something like that, yeah. lots of wrong notes, but that's one of the songs. It's called Oakland. Pretty fun stuff. But yeah, that's the whole idea of independent strokes. So once you get the hang of it, I don't really have it like the ability to play it very quickly. Like I can play it. So after a while, it's like you have to like really speed it up, and then it gets so quick that they end up becoming rolls. So that's kind of how you do rolls at some point. It's just single independent strokes, but very quickly. And there's a lot of wrist movement involved in that. That's a lot of practice that I need to have. I'm still getting used to it. So that's kind of like a written piece, but something else I'm trying to do on the side is like learn a little bit of improv, which is the ability to like be able to just play music without much like knowledge beforehand. So making this up as you go, in other words. We'll do that for now. I guess while we're here, a couple of other things I wanted to share. I got a couple of new instruments since the last time I played it. So this is one of them. It's called a cabasa, and it's just like a bunch of metal beads around a metal thing. So it's kind of like a shaker. It's used for a lot of like Latin music. Pretty fun stuff. Another instrument, which you guys are probably gonna love, slide whistle. I have a tutorial how to play this on YouTube. It's just a meme though. I know you guys have heard this one. I actually have a solo for one of the songs I'm performing with the community band. It's pretty fun. It's supposed to mimic a guy screaming at the top of a mountain, but we can't do that, so we have a slide whistle for that. Another instrument, one that I've been wanting for a while, it's called a cajon, and that is Spanish for box. It is literally just a box, but it has a hole in the back and snares on the inside. So the idea is, so it's kind of like a snare drum, you hit it at the top, and then a bass drum, you hit it at the bottom. So the idea with this one, you actually sit down on it, and I have no good camera angle because I'm not going to move the instrument, so this is the best you're going to get. And the whole idea is you sit on it, so it's kind of like the bass drum hit, and then at the top, it's the snare drum, right? And you can just do real cool rhythms like that. Anyone know of reggaeton? Such a fun instrument. So once I get comfortable with it, because I've never played it before, I do want to make music covers with all this random stuff that I have here. It would be pretty fun. So keep an eye out for that. Okay. It's literally called the box, but no, thanks for showing your interest. Let me turn on the air because dang, it already got really hot in here. Give me a second. Okay. So yeah, recording stuff like that is always a challenge, especially because for one, I'm very camera shy. I don't know how to behave talking to a camera, especially when I'm not like, I don't know, I'm just camera shy. And then another challenge is the heat, of course, dealing with the heat and when to deal with that. What else? There was another challenge I wanted to talk about. the sheer amount of instruments. So all this stuff, you can sum it up as being percussion, because that's really what I do. I'm a percussion player, and there's just a ton of instruments. So I have a lot more stuff somewhere in the back. But I do want to make more like music covers using all the new stuff I have. I do have a couple of them on YouTube somewhere. Shameless advertisement, but there you go. But I'd like to make more of them. We'll get there though. Anyway, so that was also a constructive break. Oh, and the AC, yeah, dealing with the AC is just tough. And that, man, I feel like every time I turn it off, I'm gonna lose my air. Okay, so it was also a little constructive in the background because we were making progress for the Infinity Chest. And it looks like it's stuck on the Quantum Chest. What's going on here? Let's go check this out. So another thing is it may not sound as good as I want because I did set up all the cameras and stuff like right before the stream started. So, and also my what do you call it? Oh, have a good night, Ali. Thank you. Thanks for the jam session. Oh, what else? What was I trying to say? Man, I'm blanking out. I totally blanked out. Oh, I totally blanked out. I'll remember it later. Anyways, this recipe is kind of broken. It's the doorway effect. Every time I turn on my AC, I have to go through the door. This recipe is not working. Let me check on it. Quadruple americium plate. That is totally the wrong recipe. All the crystal matrix ingots you can ever want. Yes, yeah, thank you to Katie Bear as well. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce your name. So this recipe has got to change. Man, performance is fun. I'm really glad that I joined the community band. It was just kind of like a spur in the moment thing because one of my coworkers is like, yeah, he told me about the community band that they were going to perform downtown on like during June. So I decided, you know what, I'll go just to check them out. And I really enjoyed their performance. And then I actually just talked to the band director and asked, hey, do you got a spot for a drummer? And it told me, yeah, do it. So they were on break at that time, so they told me to come by in August. And so I showed up, and then now I'm just been a part of 2 bands. I got invited to another band like a month later also. And it's like the first time I performed in front of like a live audience, not including on stream because I've done a little bit of that. But it was like the first time in like 10 years since I was in high school, and it's brought back a lot of memories, and I'm enjoying it so far. I wish I was musical. Anyone can be musical. I mean, you just saw me like 10 minutes ago hitting a box. If I can do it, you can do it as well. There's this meme though that they always say things along the line that percussionists can make an instrument out of anything, and that's true. I literally was playing a box. Uh-oh. Quadruple plates. I don't have a circuit 4, so I'm gonna make you a circuit 2 with double plates. I think that's better. But like being like a really good professional musician, which I don't consider myself, takes a ton of practice and motivation. And that's really hard to keep up with. So like I always have like a mad respect for any musicians that like do it for a living. It takes a lot of work. You gotta go get a box then. Yeah, you can make musicians instruments out of anything. Which reminds me, back in, I think it was my older brother. I think he was like one of my first inspirations of being in percussion, because the entire family were all percussionists, drummers. But my older brother, when he was in high school, he had this. Let me drink water before I talk. When he was in high school, he had this talent show, and he and a bunch of his friends dressed up as hobos, and they all just got like trash cans, things like that, and they played really well. They played just trash cans on like, and they made a whole song out of it. It was so cool. That was probably one of my first inspirations to be a drummer. All right, let's try crafting it again. I did fix the recipe for those buffer things, the quantum chests. Yeah. No. My brother's a good example of like good, a lot of motivation and dedication. It takes a lot of time to do that, and I'm just starting out too. I will consider myself like a fledgling musician. I'm still starting out, trying to get comfortable with everything, especially in front of a camera. So crafting a whole bunch of stuff. I crafted 1,000 infinity ingots and they all disappeared, so now it's just making more. Diamond plates. This might be something we want to increase. I think you're being made over here. Oh, the cutting machine is cringe, right? Oh, where am I going? Oh yeah, you're cringe. You're running. I mean, you're running UHV, but not very good. I'm gonna make it run UEV probably. At this point, we should make everything run UEV. Long infinity rod. So this was one of the recipes I broke, but that's okay. We actually got it fixed because it was making regular rods, and now no longer. Long purified tangum. We got tangum going. We got all of this stuff going. Scheduled 17 conveyor modules. I mean, we are making the UEV parts. Stuff's expensive though. We need so much infinity. So I think that's what I need to focus on, is being able to craft this faster. And diamond plates is a big bottleneck. That's a massive bottleneck. So we're spamming cutting machines. We need cutting machines. Cobalt brass gear. And speaking of music performance, we actually have a Halloween concert coming up on Thursday. I'm gonna try to record it because I do have a costume set up for it. I'm gonna be dressed up as, well, I don't know if I want to spoil it, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna dress up as Donkey Kong. It's just a simple like hat and the tie, and that's it. And then I'm gonna wear like a brown shirt and brown pants. But it's very fitting, right? Donkey Kong in the back playing snare drum. How did I make this? Cobalt brass. It looks like we make the dust. Yeah. Do I even make cobalt brass anywhere? I don't even make the ingot, so I need to make the ingot. So the ingot is made in the multi-smelter. Yeah, I'll try to record myself playing. It's real tricky though, because I don't really have a stand for my phone. Because the camera here is literally just a dinner table on top of another table. It's very funny. It's It's a very scuffed setup. Cobalt. I could have sworn I've had this stuff craftable for a long time. I guess not. It's okay. It's okay. So this was circuit 1, right? Mixer. Yeah. Okay. Make a couple of cutting machines. And there's no need for you to think that hard. Make a bunch of casings. There you go. Yeah, because diamond plates are definitely a bottleneck. We saw how slow it was, and we need to really ramp up diamond plate production. Like if I wanted to craft 1,000 of them, this is very, very slow. I mean, it's not very slow, but when we need them in the tens of thousands, yeah, that's not very, very quick. And that's really like the only way you can make this is lubricant, and that's it, right? Yeah, lubricant is the fastest. Oh, that's also why 384-second recipe. Okay. Yeah, we need cutting machines. We'll wait for these to craft. Cobalt brass ingot. You should not be taking this long to actually work. What's wrong with you? Where's the multi-smelter? Here? Really? That is not the multi-smelter. What are you doing? Did I try to... Oh, you know what? I think there's a recipe here that changed. And I lost the... Right, yeah, I think it put it in the wrong place, maybe? Or maybe I just messed up and put it in the wrong place. Oh, I messed up. I meant to put it in the multi-smelter. Like that. Yeah. Take some water. Okay. Where am I gonna put these guys? Good question. So I know I said that one of the plans or one of our ideas was to set up machines along the outer part. I'm going to do that off camera though. Like set up another platform or extend the platform. That's going to be off camera because I feel like that's going to take a little bit of time. But anyways, the cutting machines, I'm going to face them up, right? Yeah, let's face them up. So that they would only fit in a 5x5 space. So we're going to put them something like that. Hang on, let me figure this out. How tall are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. That. I have no idea if it's facing the right way. No idea. No, don't face like that.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Extreme. You know what? Here's another thing I should be doing. I'm gonna bring it back as well. Every time I do a hydration check. Actually do it. I think you can hear my chair rolling also. I forgot to mute my mic. Okay, we got 4 cutting machines. We're going to be spamming cutting machines because diamond plates are horrendously slow. Yeah, especially when you get super thirsty. Yeah. It really is the best drink ever. It's so like versatile, but it's also a universal solvent and destroys everything. Fun fact, every person that has ever consumed water has died. Take that as you will. So we're gonna put this like, oh no, not like that. I don't know, that was a little dark joke. But since you're here, Mr. Extreme, I was talking about it a couple minutes before you joined, but yeah, I'm totally going to reserve the outer parts of the base because right now we have a pattern, right? And it kind of just keeps going on and on and on and on. But we're going to start making use of the sides, and this is going to be for machine spam. It is time. But I'm going to set up like the other platforms off camera. But that is the plan, to have another area on the left and also on the right for machine spam. Because we really need to. For example, we're doing it already for cutting machines. Because for diamond plates. And I'd like to really spam this. But I don't have the build for it. And I'm not much of a builder and I don't want to do that on camera. So that's an off camera thing. But it is part of the plan. We're going to put mufflers in the corners. Like that. And I think we're just going to commit to it. You're all getting two UHV energy hatches because I think I can, yeah. Is that overkill? Probably, but we're going to do it anyways. Okay, so the idea here, we're going to give them all stocking input. Every multi/mega becomes quite slow by itself. Yeah, especially like I was struggling because the infinity chest here, we can craft everything. So this recipe here is actually trying to craft everything except for the singularities. So I also have to figure that out. We can craft it, but the amount of diamond plates, that's just slow. Everything else is ready. It's just waiting for diamond plates. So it's like, you know what? I don't want to wait around, so we're going to spam it. And then our old cutting machine is like, it's a very sad setup. Except my multi-smelter, this small guy is alone. It still reminds me of like the multi-smelter I had in our very first playthrough. I actually went all the way to IV with that one, and I was just using the steam oven for the longest time. Don't recommend doing that though. So I can't use the crafting input bus because this thing needs fluids as well, and I don't have access to ribs yet. And now that I think about it, is this a reasonable goal to achieve? It's grade 7 water. I think this is going to be our next major goal after the infinity chest, honestly. This is going to make my life so much easier, being able to just craft this stuff. But we need grade 7 water. Yeah, this is going to be our next major goal after infinity chest. So we can't use crafting input bus. So I'm going to use a stocking input hatch. And we're going to keep this stocked with lubricant. And anything else that it may need for its recipes. And then so this might be where I start using the linked inputs. Is this a good idea? "18 slot input bus linked together wirelessly. Link does not cross world boundary." So if I craft this, am I able to, for example, give items to something and it gives it to all machines? If that's how it works, that would be really nice. I think that's how it works. I'm going to craft a couple of them. I don't know how I feel about that. There's no there's no ass machine circuit 12, really? You can also use advanced stocking bus / hatch with the drive. Honestly, that might be better because I don't want to craft this because I don't have circuit 12. Okay, so I think I know what you're talking about. I guess the issues happen when advanced stocking bus, and so you push all the items into the subnet, I'm guessing, and then you just pull, like auto pull. Okay, let's try it then. We don't need the stocking hatch because I'm going to. It'll just be a regular stocking input hatch and just automatically pulling. Or without the advanced bus hatch, you can directly super bus / UHV hatch. That's what I do for most of the other. Yeah, we use relays for stuff like that. Like right here is an example. So I have an interface and it goes into a relay, but it really is just a input bus and a quadruple hatch in there, UHV one. We'll do the stocking input bus method. So we want 2 of them. There and there. Yes, because we want the items to push into here, but this is going to be on the subnet, I think. This is going to be a little bit of a messy wiring setup, but that's okay. And then we need 2 output buses. And this is just a way for me to connect everything in one, like one cable thing. I have an idea. Trust me, just trust. So we want the output bus and the stocking input hatch connected to each other. So this one is going to have lubricant, and any other fluid that we may want. Just like that. And then let's connect power over here. I don't know if the power network is going to struggle. That is 64 amps. I think we're okay, right? There's a chance some things are going to power fail, but I'm going to trust. Yeah, I'm going to trust. It's okay. We're only going to use 16 amps of UHV here, right? We should be fine. UHV. Yeah. I really like the wire cutter noise. Okay. So this stuff is going to be on a subnet. And the idea is we put a dual interface. No, we can just use a regular interface. Into a I don't think I even need a drive. Using something like a ME chest is probably okay, honestly. We'll give it like a big storage cell. So I would have you there. And then we put the ME chest right there. Turn it around so I can actually see the contents. And you have you. And then you need a quartz fiber. I'm always having to craft this stuff. I should probably level maintain this. Thank you. And then we're going to use light blue as our subnet color. So we would connect like that. And then black cable right there. Yeah. Okay, so now this subnet is powered. I can put stuff in here just fine. And then connect this to these guys. And these would have auto pull. Is this making sense so far? I'm doing this directly like out of just thinking about it. Cutting machine. We only have space for 30 something recipes, and I can just copy this entire setup if I need more. I feel like this will work. One way to find out. Okay. So for example, let's craft the diamond plates. And we're going to make like a ton of you. Throw you all into here. Okay, and I guess we'll try it. Cutting, 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 cutting. Yes. Okay, so if I were to throw diamond blocks here, or diamond plates, for example, I need like 20,000. We'll try to craft 30,000 of this stuff. So all the diamonds get thrown in there, and nothing works. Oh, no, it works, it works. Oh, yeah. Look at him go. Oh, yeah. This still seems pretty slow. It's still way faster, though. Oh, man, these guys are really slow, right? And you're running UEV power, and you're still hilariously slow. But this is already like a big improvement, so I'm okay with it. Okay. That's pretty much what's gonna replace our cutting machine. We have quadrupled our, no, probably like octupled it, honestly. Get ready to craft more than 100 million diamond plates. Yeah, I figure. That's exactly what I want the new area to be for. It's just ridiculous machine spam like that. Just have like a million cutting machines going down the road. Just all the way over here. Nothing but cutting machines. It's gonna be fun once I get that set up. So what I can do is finally decommission this cutting machine. We're slowly but surely getting rid of these machines. Like this one is decommissioned as well. Get out of here. No one cares. Bye. I shouldn't be so mean to it. It's helped me out so much. ETPF Infinity is a pipe dream that you believe is close. No, I don't think it's close at all. I'm not thinking about it. It's gonna need a couple of eternal singularities, and can't even craft those. How expensive is it? It's like the casings usually. That's the most expensive, right? Nah, this is atrocious. UMV tier, really ultimate battery. No. No, we'll get there eventually. The most expensive part of it is using it. Yeah, you have to run the thing nonstop, right, to get all of the to get the most bonus out of it, something like that. That's crazy. And then I saw the recipes for all the catalysts. Like, ew. That's gonna be a fun challenge though. Okay, so this stuff we have to fix up. All these recipes here we got to start moving over. So that's one of the issues, is that we have two things. So I'm going to have to give another interface to it with more patterns. Over here, look at our cutting machine. Yeah. And I think I have the space. I can totally do that. I'm waiting on 4 of each of the 6 quark releasing catalysts for grade 8 water to craft 70. Wait, you mean like 70 millibuckets or 70 million buckets? Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, stream watchers. Sorry, VOD watchers, you won't be able to hear it, but this song that's playing right now is the song I was talking about with the slide whistle. So somewhere in the like towards the 3/4 of the song or so, there's a dude that whistles, but instead of whistling, we are actually using a slide whistle instead, and I have a solo. It's pretty fun. But this is the song. Cutting machine, yeah. So I'm gonna have to adjust some of these recipes. Not too bad. It's like an hour and a half of crafting. That's basically instant, right? With compared to other recipes. Okay. So this is going to be a little tricky. We really have just been doing this for a lubricant, right? Just an export bus, and that's it. And this has been here forever. Dealing with all the recipes is going to be a little atrocious. We'll deal with you first because there's less of you. So some of these are actually pushing the fluid as well, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to stock all of the fluids. So as long as nothing here has water associated with it or a fluid, then we can just put it there. Just gonna break it. Okay. So anything with the fluid should not go in there. I think it's just these two because they need those water types. But everything else is okay. And I have to adjust the other recipes. Okay, yeah, I have to adjust these two. So what kind of fluids do you need? You need grade 5 water. And you need flocculated water. So I should be able to just stock those as well. I think. I'll take you off. So now you're just an item. Take you off. It's going to make things so much easier once I get the crafting input buffer. I don't know if that's going to break anything, but we'll trust that it works. Okay, so what is the bottleneck for this? It's probably time. Time is probably our bottleneck, honestly. It seems like that's what it is. For example, the double americium plates are not doing anything. That's probably stuck. The long infinity rods are going to be a very slow craft. Everything else is okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll check on the double americium plate. You are stuck. You are in the wrong pattern. Yeah, you're in the wrong place. You made the wrong thing. Here we go. You're not supposed to be bending 1. You're supposed to be bending 2. Like that. How much you want to bet we now have like a ton of americium plates now? Yeah, 560 by accident. It's okay. Okay, what else are we slowing down on? It looks like that should be it. Yeah, we got everything. We have quantum chests are trying to craft. Are you not crafting again? Are you stuck again? No, they're crafting. Purified tangum rods. Okay, it looks like this is our next bottleneck, is the fluid solidifier. Right now it is running off of UHV. I might be able to double the power. Does it work if I give it another energy hatch? Very tempted to do that. 16 amps. Yeah, we should be able to. Or does it freak out if it's like a different power? I'm going to do it. $32 ore factories is still not enough to munch through 12 spice miners. So speaking of ore munching, these guys have caught up. So for us, we only have 2 space elevator Mark II modules plus a bunch of void miners. They are able to keep up, and they actually munch through everything. So they're only munching things that are over 5,000. So we're pretty good now. See it. What the heck? Man, how many ore munchers do you have? 32. Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay, that scared me. That's funny though. Yeah, I'm just gonna give this another energy hatch. Make this run just a little bit faster. I love seeing machine spam. It's so funny to me. It's also like a very foreign thing to me because I never machine spam. I've never needed to in any pack that I played. Never have I needed to machine spam as much as this pack. And I'm trying to embrace that style of playthrough. Feel so happy to spam you. It only made me mad. I know it's like me. Like I refuse to add any more to this. I don't want to because I always forget and I always break everything. So I'm really just holding off until the crafting input buffer. What was it doing? Oh, the fluid solidifier. Goldfish memory, right? Then turn this on. There we go. Now it's faster. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. Yeah, it really is just waiting for fluid solidifier. And then the polarizer. Oh, that reminds me. I can totally upgrade the polarizers. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'm going to cancel you. And then make the tangum whatever. This thing. I need to set up a recipe here. And then I need to study it. Said you love spam, yeah. This better be a picture of the food. Oh no, it's not. What is that? Okay, I'm still trying to get used to the vanilla textures. What is that machine? Not a mixer. It looks like a mixer though. Is it? Why is it like a 3x3? Oh no, the dense cables are covering the fourth block. That's what it is. Okay, okay. For 714 second crafts each. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna love to get there. All right, do I have the data, the research for this? I don't remember. No, I don't. So I'm going to steal. Hang on, put the pattern in the ass line. Put it in the up tier one because I can. Yeah. Try to craft it. What do you need for this? Missing attuned tangum ring. So that is a polarizer. Try to craft. And you missing purified tangum ring is we use extruder for this. Oh, there's a dog barking outside. You might hear it. Purified tangum ingot. Can totally smelt it. Missing helium? Space pumping module when? Okay, before I can craft it, I do need to. I'm gonna try crafting it and then replace it. Yeah, we'll try to craft one. We can't craft another one, right? No, because we're out of that. That's why we're out of helium. What do I do for helium? I'm also kind of holding off for the space pumping module, which we need. What do we need for this for? Like, how do we get it again? Is it doable? Yeah, now that we have UEV parts, oh, we can totally do this now. It's expensive as all heck, but I think I want to do that for helium. But I'm going to do what I usually do for helium in the meantime. Just throw a atmospheric hatch and then let this run. And then it'll just make me helium. And I just leave it there for a couple of minutes. That's what I do for helium. But yeah, it looks like we are able to do the pumping module, but I'll wait on this because I'm still trying to improve our tangum processing. Yeah, but we do have UEV parts. We have one motor. Sweet. It's just one, but it's a start. Some water. How's your power doing? I guess it's working. That's a little concerning if you think about it. Look at how much power we're consuming. I honestly don't know how much power we're consuming it. Mega EBFs ain't cutting it anymore. No, they're not, right? Let me see you guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go. How you guys doing? No, it's this one. This is a slow guy. Sir, you need to get upgraded. Oh, yeah, I was gonna check here. Oh, never mind. It's not that bad. Base UHV, get 16. I think it's now that I realize I need to do TPF metals and even God Forge. When do you make the God Forge anyways? UMV, whatever that means. Really? Mega EBF is also spammed? I would not suspect that. Okay, this is an off-camera craft because molten titanium is very annoying to craft because we're only using a, what do you call it? A Mark III fusion for it, and that's just super slow, and I don't want to wait for titanium. So that might be a little bit. So I'm gonna hold off on the Tangum electromagnet, and I think what I want to do is start pumping things. Like, what's a good way to pump? Like, what do we pump that's really, really valuable? Helium, for sure. I do need helium. But it doesn't look like anything else. Liquid air, we have a void miner for that. Probably this for helium plasma. Salt water, hydrofluoric acid is great. I mean, probably the best bet is to just have like that bot that you told me about. Tritium. 40 fluids. Noble gases also are pretty good. Argon. Okay, it's all the noble gases. Endergoo for whatever reason. Raw oil, lead, helium, oxygen, very heavy oil, lava, and heavy oil. Yeah, so you don't want to make a 40 space pumping modules, right? So just setting it up to be a rotating, just collect everything would be ideal. I'm going to continue with the infinity chest, I think was probably what I'm just going to end up doing. A lot of recipes that use soldering alloy also use molten lead, and it's free from space pump now. But is that really a problem? Like, is soldering alloy an issue at some point? You're just using lead to make everything. Oh, it is just like less, probably you can save on lag. Just that one step, okay. I'm going to continue crafting the infinity chest as much as possible. And I'm going to hit you with a break time because I kind of need the restroom. I've been drinking a lot of water. So we'll take a break and then we'll continue with this, see what else is blocking the infinity chest. And I will also work on the eternal singularity. I need to be able to craft this, and I'm going to make the first couple of them in a dire crafting table. So let's make a couple of you. I'm missing flint. The heck? Or manually crafting this. Actually, no, I can do this in a thing. I don't think I have a sifter, honestly. I have a macerator, but am I really thinking about how to make this? Do I have a multi-block sifter? I could have sworn I do. I totally do. We're doing that. There you go. Okay, and then advanced wafer is a laser engraver. I don't know if we have reinforced glass lens. Doesn't look like it, so I might have to make this manually. This is a very cheap craft, so I don't think we have to wait for it. So I'm just gonna wait, let this craft for a little bit, and then we'll come back and see what we need to do. Are you stuck? Oh no, you're slow as heck. That's all it is. Okay, I'm gonna take a break and then we'll come back. Be right back. Thank you. Just one more collider, bro. I promise, bro. Just one more collider. Bro, come on, just give me $22 billion and I promise, bro. Bro, please. We just need to... I'm gonna leave that there, but that's so funny. I love all of the lore that this mod pack adds. It's so great. I'm gonna put the thermometer on the floor.
Oh, Spike! It went over 5. It went over 5.
Get out, get out, get out!
I can't. Open the door!
I left the book in there. I left the book in there.
It's over 5. It's over 5. Get out.
Dude, you scared me more than the ghost.
Oh my god, dude.
They already spotted, man. They already spotted, dude.
No.
I'm not even full HP. I'm not full HP.
No.
Oh, these dudes are tanky. They got diamond armor. Get out of here.
Yo, who decided this was a good idea? Cause it was for sure not me. Yo, alright, I'm in lockdown.
Wait.
Your left window is higher than your right. So it's like the
Wait, something's off. Wait. Hang on. Wait, I can fix this. 2, 3, 4, 5. The left one is correct. Am I gonna keep it?
That's all I can think of is that face. Well, it went through all of that and only gave us 13.
What blew up?
What blew up?
I don't know, but everything blew up. That's fine. It wasn't that expensive.
Lose a machine? What does that mean? Lose
Multiple
a machine,
machines blew up. It's okay. One day, I will be pretty good at improv. One day. It takes a lot of practice, though. You guys might not be ready for this, but I'm gonna hit you with a random accordion jam session. I haven't played this guy in a while, and I have to get back into it. I kind of forgot how to play it. It's been a while. Yeah, I just have a bunch of random instruments. Forget how to play it. Trying to remember a tune that I used to play. So there was like this little world tour episode or video that I did, and it had me playing accordion in the background. It was before I had this instrument. So there's a tune that I played. I'm trying to remember it. Things like that. That tune is a very nostalgic tune for me. I always go back like about a year ago, a year and a half ago when I first got this instrument because I was just messing around with it, and it always reminds me of GT&H because that's exactly the tune that I really go back to whenever I play that. There's another song that I would play. If you've seen I think you've probably seen it in the Be Right Back slides, but it's when the Tesla Tower and the horse is there. There's actually a tune that I played along with that as well. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to play it. It's been a while. Yeah. Forgot it. Try again. Such a nostalgic instrument for me. I need to learn how to play it though, because I don't really know how to play it. It's just those couple of tunes. I'll get back into it. Okay. We're back. Back to the music. And we're back. Actually, I keep forgetting. Let me turn on my my AC again because it's toasty. Okay, we're back. So there's one thing that I would love to do one day. I don't have the equipment or the setup to do this, but figuring out how to sequence music. And I think I'm using the right term for it, but what I mean is I record myself playing something on one of the instruments, and then I loop it, and then I add on to it playing another instrument, and then I loop that, and then do that over and over again, and I end up making like a whole song. I think something like that would be really cool. I don't know how to do that, and I don't have the equipment for it. So it's, but just know that it's, I'm trying to think of that. I have a lot of instruments, but I'm going to get more. That's just the nature of being a drummer, a percussionist. There's just so many instruments that I need. I'm actually in the market for a tambourine next. I do know how to play guitar and piano as well. So I would love to add those to the mix. I also have a ukulele, but I don't know how to play it. I just bought it on a whim. Okay, something broke. How much you want to bet it is a UEV component? It might be the streamer switch. How much power does the main power have? It's not the streamer switch. I've not been paying attention to this at all. But it looks like it's running okay, right? Yeah, we have power. So it's not that. Do you have the data for it? Could have sworn that I did. Yeah, it's all there. So why are you stuck? You're stuck on the electric motor, which needs all of these. Huh? Okay, thanks for the chat, Kitty Bear. Take care. Have a good night. Appreciate you. So what the heck is happening here? You need... Oh, you went in the wrong order? Yeah, you went in the wrong order. You're not supposed to be this order. That's weird though, because you have the priority. So this is priority 0, so it should put the items first. So it might just be how I have the pattern set up. Or do you have blocking mode? That's what it is. You don't have blocking. I set this up, I think last episode. So of course they broke because no blocking mode. Man, that dog. I got a dog barking. One of my neighbors, please shush the dog. I'm trying to rig a stream over here. We'll try to put this back. Oh no, this is junk back. I shouldn't call it junk. This is some good stuff. And then it put it in the wrong spot. Get out of there. Okay, so there's nothing left in there. Let me try to craft a UEV motor now. There it is. So it's now putting it in the right spot. Okay. 25 seconds. Man, you're slow. So slow. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so I needed to craft a couple of these. My favorite moment, 30-minute wall of text readings in the quest book. One of the funniest ones I remember is soldering, mutated living solder. Like why? I'm sorry, that sounds rude, but like, it's just a fluid. Just craft it like normal. You should know how to use a chemical plant by now. And why do you give me a whole wall of text here? It probably has like super important information though. Let's admit it. Let's be honest. Probably missing some vital information. So let's try crafting this again. I think everything should be going now that it's not stuck, because I forgot to put blocking mode. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna take a hot minute. And someone was on that mutating living supply. I know, right? Can you even make a circuit fabricator? No, you can't. So I'm going to put this in a... I need a reinforced glass lens. I don't know how to craft one, so we're going to craft one in a lathe, just like that. And then put it in a laser engraver. I think we're just going to do like a temporary craft, like this one. No, you already have it, but the thing is, do you conflict with air or wood's glass or circuit 17 for whatever reason? This one has all of my weird things. Like, do you conflict with air? Yes, you do. You make LPIC. Don't do that. So don't do that. Is there any of them that you don't conflict with? I'm pretty sure it's all of them, right? That's a ruby lens. Yeah. So just for now, I'm going to make all of these advanced wafers by hand, probably. So yeah, I just need a bunch of phosphorus doped wafers. Because I don't want to make another one right now. So I'm curious. The crafting input bus, for example, I think I have one. No, I don't. So the crafting input bus, is it able to put back, like do multiple different circuits or non-consumable items? For example, let's say I want like this recipe and this recipe. Does it work? Like does it craft and then put the circuit back? Or do you have to have one per circuit? It's fully input separated from other buses. But my main question is the non-consumable items. Are they, like, can you craft it with the item? And then is it smart enough to put it back? This way you can just have one to do everything. Or do you have to have the circuit in the crafting input buffer as well? I guess what I'm trying to ask is, like, if I can cheese it and just have one. We're going to give this 4 stacks and make a bunch of wafers. So I'm going to take you and you. Just make a bunch of advanced wafers. 256 is probably fine. I don't know if I'm making sense. Make 10 of you. I don't know how much I'll need, so I'll just make 10. There you go. Are you going to conflict with anything? I don't think so. As long as you don't use the ass line, then you're not going to conflict with anything. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, this stuff is going to take a while. Hurry up. Let's just stare at it until it finishes crafting. And what I really mean is, I want to drink water. I crafted my first digital singularity. Can you guess what it's storing? Infinity Catalyst. Stone. Why? Is it valuable? Or do you just want so much of it? Is it for lubricant? I know it's used for lubricant. Stone dust from the munchers. Okay, okay. You don't void it? Are you not voiding anything? That's pretty funny, actually. How much stuff can that thing hold? Like, is this more storage that has to be more storage compact than a infinity chest? Like, why make an infinity chest when I can make this? Probably because infinity chests have multiple items, right? It's one type. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, okay. Good to know. Because there are reason. Hey, demonic. So, hilariously, you're stuck on flint crafting for whatever reason. That's probably because this machine just never runs. What's wrong with you? Why the heck are you there? Hang on, I'm just gonna, it's funny. I'm just gonna passively craft this instead. I have a lot of gravel. There you go. I saw that. I saw the post, and they were mentioning Sudoku. I don't think I've ever really played Sudoku. I've always been like a solitaire kind of guy, or like, you guys ever played Mad Libs? I remember playing that when I was younger. Make a little bit of gravel or flint, and try crafting. No, okay, it is waiting on component ass line. You can't be waiting on component ass line. Why are you stuck? You should not be struggling on making EV components. What's going on with you? Oh, because of the streamer switch. I'm gonna probably just permanently leave the streamer switch on for the first part of the base. I'm confident that we won't run out of power. Watch me run out of power. It's about to happen. They're crafting a bunch of these tables, and the whole goal is to craft internal singularities. So, one question about these dire auto crafting tables. We have to set the recipe, right? Like, there's no way we can share the recipe? Do I just make one for each recipe I want to do? Or does this change depending on what inputs it sees? Yes, good answer. That's what I get for answering my own question too fast. This man's stuck on something. I don't even know why. You do not need biocells for this. You're just stuck. Does something need ass line? If it does, then that's what it's stuck on, but nothing else is stuck. I'm going to try crafting again. It was the flint, that's why. Yeah, it was the flint. Okay, I'm assuming you mean that we need one per recipe. So the eternal singularity is going to be fun. We don't think we're at molten spacetime yet. That would be fun though. Require stabilized black hole. What? What does that mean? Stabilized? I thought they were going to add a multi-block to this. Stabilized. I know, I figured, but I was just like, when can we not use the table? Oh man, this is gonna be very... Oh, this is gonna be a lot of tables, right? How many tables do I need for this thing? Jeez. Expert packs try not to make everything singularities challenge impossible. I'm assuming that's all I will need, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tables. Everything else is neutronium compressor, I imagine. That, you know how many recipes that's gonna be? Oh, this is gonna be fun to figure this out. How come they can't make it all the same amount either? It's funny. Some of them don't even need that much. The heck is opsonite? Okay, sure. That's gonna be fun to figure this out. So I need a bunch of tables. I went ahead and crafted 10. That might be enough. So let's go set up everything here. Where am I gonna put this? Good question. If you make 138 tables, you can pattern everything. Is that even worth it? No, it's 130 tables, not 133 if I want to do this stuff, but like I really don't. Nah. You need ender pearls for anything else other than... No, not really. So this is just a dumb recipe, right? How come they don't remove this? Because why are you going to use this to make infinity catalyst? This is dumb recipe. Why do you have this? Well, probably because you can reach it before. I really don't see why you would want to do that. To get Tinker tools plus 5 months. Oh, okay. But does that matter? I haven't used a Tinker's. So it's bait, in other words. Sounds very expected. Okay, we're gonna put him over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's too much. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do it in 5s. Yeah. Looks funny. Man, all the music we play for the community band is just bangers. I always listen to this whenever I'm like driving to work. Need a bunch of interfaces for these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hold them all on you. And then ideally it's probably best just to have... How did I do this before? Oh, it's you. I heard a weird noise. It was an algae farm. I have one over here. I can probably tear this down also because we don't need this anymore because we have cosmic neutronium for the space elevator. How did I do this? Okay, it really is just an interface going into here and then we export out. Okay, I can do that. And face them all into their respective direction. Like that. And then we're going to name them all Singularity. I'm trying to think of a funny name, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to call it Singularity. Okay. And we need some dense cables. Pretty much it. Just those two. And because of how this is set up, you also need to be dense cables so that it actually connects to everything. And then we can connect it to a conduit like this. A conduit network. I'm going to do it here in case I need to add more of them. Don't connect there. I'm assuming I can extract from the top. If I can't, then that's unfortunate, but deserved. And then I do have... Never mind, I'm not going to worry about it. You're going to be open for now because I don't care. So extract active always, then get my conduit probe. Oh, I have more patterns. Oops. I am doing it correctly, right? Yes. If it doesn't let me extract from the bottom, it's going, or from the top, it's going to be funny. I just remember to have all these patterns in my hand, so I got to put them in the cutting factory. They are all item patterns, so I can just put them over here. I could have sworn they mentioned a dire crafting multi-block. I could have sworn they mentioned it somewhere, but I don't know whatever happened to it. I don't 100% keep up with the changes that are happening. Where are my tables? Oh, they're over there. These don't need power. So this is still crafting. I'm going to leave it crafting because it's just waiting for Assline. I think everything else I don't need Assline, so we're going to start spamming everything. So Eternal Singularity. There we go. And then put a pattern there. You are online, right? Uh-oh. Is that just because I have too many channels? That's totally what it is. All right. You need... Yeah, you're just missing enough channels. So I'm gonna... Well, the chances are we're gonna have so many of these tables. So you send a Imgur as well. Oh, you have a lot of them. You totally can pull from the top based on this image you sent me. Thank you. Wireless connector. I'm just gonna make a new wireless connection over here. The wireless setup kit. Boom. Put it on our biblically accurate AE2 controller. Is that just meta? That would be funny if it is meta. Just dump everything like that. Okay, everything is connected now. So you make the pattern over here. There's quite a lot of crafts, to be fair. I filled the 32 tables, so expand it to 64 should be enough. Yeah. This is where it's going to get fun. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go down the list. I think it's easier to deal with it like that. There we go. So, nitronic singularity is right here. And we're going to put this one back there. And we keep going down the list. I mean, this is going to be expandable. So, that's what the whole dense cable and its own controller is for. Or its own controller face is for. I'll expand it. So what I do is, for example, like the infinity chest, for now, I'm not going to have an auto crafting table for it. I actually have it trying to push over here. And then I can just set the recipe, throw the items in here, and it just leaves it there. That's what I do for the manual crafting stuff. But for auto crafting, I'll put it over here. Okay, so this is... Okay, those two are set up, and then I need psychotic. Doesn't sound very appealing. We'll do this one. So you are psychotic. And then you have a psychotic, just like that. Then we need spaghetic. Molten million. Requires stabilized black hole. What does it even mean? Don't mess with it. We'll just go down the list over here. So this one is spaghetic. Then pneumatic. Imagine it just let me take it out without actually putting anything in there. That'd be so cool. Cryptic. Did I craft one too many tables? I feel like I did. Or I messed up a recipe somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I have 2 extra. That's okay. So if I try to craft this now, what do you need? Tons of singular. Oh no. Is that the same amount? This is 65,664. 114 times 64. I have no idea that's the same amount. It's okay. It's a lot of things you need. Block of bedrockium is a implosion compressor. That's very, very easy, honestly. Okay, so that's taken care of. And then all of these. So who wants to do the math here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 9 is 63. I think I can get away with 2 crafting input buses with this right now. If I feel like it's too slow, it's probably too slow. Look at that. You're running ZPM power. I mean, no, they're all quick. It's only HP. I'm going to stick with this for now. And then we have a couple of extra space here. So I think we can get away with adding 2 more of these guys. So, how many channels do you have? 7 rows of patterns and a neutronic compressor. I think we can do 3. That's fine. Let me check how many channels I have here. It looks like it's still using the old P2P network. kimchi, we can totally add 2 more. Neutron compressor, neutron compressor, neutron compressor. And then we add like a million patterns. Here we go. This is gonna be fun. Get out of my hands. Stop it. No, get out. Alright, I'm gonna dump my inventory. This is where it's gonna get fun. I don't want this data stick anymore. I don't think I need it. Bye. So iron singularity. All the singularities we would ever care about. There we go. I'm gonna get so quick at this. Just watch me. And absolutely make a mistake somewhere. That's not the same color. Why do you look like that? Derium singularity. Coal singularity. I'm pretty sure that we built up enough resources that this isn't going to be a problem, but there is only one way to find out, right? Once I put all this stuff in, we'll see if it is going to cause us issues. Isn't there like a really hilarious like charcoal singularity? No. You can use the charcoal singularity as it's a fuse source. That's really funny. And where did I get left off? And I used Invar. Yeah, Invar. Magnesium. Osmium. Peridot. Some of these things I don't even know if I've ever seen before. Nequatria. No, don't tell me you need Nequatria. That's fine, actually. It's not that bad. We do produce Nequatria kind of quickly. It's just that we consume it just as fast as well. How come this one has like some of them have like colored text? Like the steel one has the something to it. I don't know, it's fine. And then we did titanium and we keep going down the list. Uranium. Yeah, most of these resources I've already like they're very familiar, so I'm pretty sure we have some of this. Tricalcium phosphate might be a little tricky though, because I electrolyze it instantly on site. But it is the target of space mining, so I think we'll be okay. This is carpal tunnel simulator. Why does it have a charge bar? I won't complain. I won't complain. It's just funny though. Oh, draconium can be charged, right? I always forget about that feature. I never use it. But I'm probably going to have to deal with it in Meatball Craft at some point. Unstable ingot is going to be weird. I don't know what we'll do about that one, honestly. Oh, no. There's a B for it, right? So we'll do Bs. And we're gonna have to figure out what are we missing here. This is gonna be fun. Oh man. You're all going to be compressor recipes, right? Yeah. So any compressor recipe. No. Hang on, I gotta. So this is gonna be fun here. Like one tick. Okay, I'm just going to not worry about pattern cleanup because it's just gonna work in the background. Plus, I think how the crafting input buses work, because that's what they're using, is that it just dumps the entire, like, what it wants at once, so it doesn't really matter to do this. I think that's how it works. Yes, that's how it works. Okay, cool. Oh, unstable ingot. This is gonna be atrocious. Why, what the heck? Why do you have a different recipe? Oh, there's 3 different ones, that's why. So you said this is a meme, right? Like mining for the dust. So we're going to get the divided comb, and it's going to make us the semi-stable nugget. We're going to go the B route for this because this isn't actually that hard to get. And we use that to combine to maybe macerate it, and then turn that into unstable ingot. I don't know how I feel about that though. It's not making the stable one. I want to make the stable one. So we make stable, semi-stable nuggets, right? And then I think we'll just craft them. We'll store them as semi-stables, and then, oh no. Assembler? Is there an assembler recipe? Oh, okay. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll crush the nuggets into tiny piles, and then they'll turn into unstable dust, and then we'll assemble craft them into unstable stable. And then that's what we'll use for the block. It's 9-1 instead of 1-1. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, but it's stable. It doesn't matter. I see what you're talking about. 9 dust for 1 ingot, but it's stable. I don't care as long as it's stable, right? Okay, can you want someone tell me what's going on here? Why is there 2 different recipes, but they're using the exact same ingot, but they have different times? Craft the faster one, even though I don't think it matters. Why are they all like that? They're straight up just all like that. That's funny. It might just be old recipes. So it's just all compressor. It's all compressor. If I find the first one I find that is not a compressor, I'll just do it another way. Maybe it's a different compressor multi recipe, probably. I wouldn't know. Don't do the chisel here. Yeah, it's like there's 3 recipes here. Sure. Oh, you know what this means? Our poor compressor won't be able to keep up with it. Now, who's the madman who's going to do all of this with Tinker's Construct smelting? I know there's someone that's gonna do it. Just like a flexing game, because I can. I will only make blocks in a Tinker's Construct smelter. Okay, we're gonna hold off on Electrum because I also need to set up the compressor because I don't think there's enough channels for this thing or enough recipe space. This one over here. So this is the first one, but we're not going to use it. This is an old setup. And we want to start using crafting input buses. I think if I give it another one, we should be okay. Also, how's our infinity? Oh, it finished. It finished all the UEV components. Oh, we're so close. So this is everything of the infinity chest recipe except for the internal singularity. Everything else is ready. Oh man, we're almost there. We're so close. So we just need the singularity and we're good to go with the first infinity chest. Maybe I can craft it today. Maybe that's like the final goal for today. Crafting input bus. Hurry up. I drink water. Yeah, finished. Thank you. How many channels do I have here? You are Kimchi. I think Kimchi had 30. Now it has 30. Not you. It's memory card. This one. 31. I can totally fit exactly one more. There you go. And tell you what, I'm gonna replace you with another crafting input bus because you're just way better to do it like that. Because there is some of the blocks are in here, and I can't have them crafting the old method with this interface setup. No. No, I can't put you there. Hang on. Right here. Hang on, can I give it better coils to speed it up? I haven't even paid attention to that. No? Or is this the high impact hot isostatic pressurization units in your area? More advanced coils allow better heat control. Okay. Yeah, that's what this one is. There we go. It looks a little bit scuffed, but it works. I won't complain. You are compressor. So you're completely full of patterns, and then I can put the rest of the patterns in there. We just need another crafting input bus, and I'm going to replace you like that. There we go. So now you are a crafting input bus. Give you channels and name this compressor. Bye. All right. So that guy is working now. We have more space, and I can continue with making patterns. I can make them right here, actually. So the last one we did was, I don't even remember. Block of regular electrum. Yeah, next up is block of fluxed electrum. You look exactly the same thing. Man, all of the early game players that complain that, oh, GTNH is so grindy, I don't want to play past Steam Age. You ain't seen nothing yet. This is the true grind. Making patterns. This is the true test of patience of modded Minecraft players. How many patterns can you make before going crazy? Test of skill also to see that you don't mess up any of the patterns. Like that, I would have messed it up. I almost messed it up. Stop it. I don't care about chisel. Tungsten. No. Zinc. That was an RSI moment. What does that mean? Same with Kevlar pattern simulator. Nah, miss me with that. Now we're going bees. Has anyone actually like fully passive? I'm pretty sure there's some sickos that have fully passive Kevlar line because they can, just to flex on them. 2 patterns can fit there. Then you have more patterns. I don't think I'm gonna have enough pattern space. No, we're gonna have barely enough pattern space. Breaking my wrist to click every pattern. See, it's stuff like this, this repetitive stuff, is what causes innovation. This is what gets people to make like a. I think that the industry term for it is a disruptive technology, something like that. I do Kevlar the regular way. What do you do? Yeah, I use the Kevlar. I use Kevlar bees. I think we talked about it before, but yes, we stock up on Kevlar comb. We have like a ton of it. I can't do anything with this until Quantum Force Transformer, but it also gives me nuggies. And I use the nuggies, smelt them down into 37 million molten Kevlar. That's what I use. It's just been running forever. Ruby, what the heck? We should be able to throw this in the implosion compressor, right? Yeah. Try now. I just need one of you. Just one, please. Oh, man. Oh, it's actually a lot less. The Mobius ingot is going to be atrocious to make, but that's okay. It's not bad since nothing is perfect. It really? I just made it because I didn't want to do Kevlar line. Oh, you're talking about the Kevlar line. Oh, it's so it is everything on demand. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, as soon as something adds a % output, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, sand. The heck? Awful wax. Do I have this? Yes, but that's not nearly enough. How do I even make soul sand? How are you supposed to get this? Make a meteor, but I don't have meteors. I matter manipulated a chunk of the nether for my soul sand. You can do that? Alright, we're gonna do that. Okay. Quicksilver. I can make this from Cinnabar, right? And I know we have tons of Cinnabar just hanging out there. It's technically decorative blocks. Alright, Cinnabar is... Looks like I can just fluid solidify mercury. Matter manipulator doesn't pick up ores. Oh, okay, it picks up decorative block. Okay, gotcha. I'll just use the solidify recipe. Is that really all I can do? I can't turn this into Cinnabar. Oh, I can... Yeah, I can do this. Never mind. Multi-smelter all of this. Cinnabar. Thank you. This is B stuff. Sapphire. I think we're going to have to implode it. I'm pretty sure we have sapphire, like tons. Oh, not tons of it, but we have some of it. all of these things, like all of these gems, is implosion compressor. So I'm just gonna do all of them in one blast. Try calcium phosphate. I just have to not process this, and this is going to be a request with missing items, because we produce it, but we process it instantly, so it'll show up by accident. Flawed ruby. Why? I think the ruby recipe is messed up. It totally is. That's the one I want. There, there, and there. Okay. Ingots, magnesium ingots. I think I can smelt this. Yes, I can. The multi-smelter is finally getting stuff, so you're getting a crafting input bus to speed this up. Nickel is also a blast multi-smelter. I just need the regular nickel dust, yeah. Shadow steel. This is a blast furnace recipe. Circuit 1. I'll do circuit 1. Blast furnace, circuit 1. Okay. Rose gold is... Looks like you're also blast furnace, circuit 1. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh, never mind, we're back. Conductive iron. I'm gonna do circuit 1. Ardite. Circuit 1. Mostly because I don't know if those other fluids are on there, and I don't want to break any of my current recipes. I'd rather not. Obsonite is a weird one. You can totally craft it like that. Yeah, we have to make the dust. I'll craft it like this. There we go. Okay, and then we get the crafting input bus and upgrade our multi-smelter, which is somewhere. I don't know where you are. Oh, you're over here. You're old. Oh, he's one of the old ones. What are you even running? ZPM power. I'm not going to complain. So you have... Oh, you can have crafting input bus. Go. Have all the recipes. There you go. Bye. Multi-smelter. Okay. Now we try crafting the singularity. What else do I need? Charcoal, we make this automatically, so that's just a missing craft. This is a missing craft. Obsonite, shadow steel is... Isn't this something we get from shadow steel dust? Why do we need this again? Oh, okay. I'm doing too many recipes. So we want to do this recipe, shadow iron. That's how we get this. Then we throw this in the blast furnace. I don't know if I have a blank blast furnace. Yeah, I don't know if any of this would work, honestly. If I put it in number 2, do you conflict? So if I try to make the shadow steel, as long as you don't conflict, then I would just throw it in there. So shadow iron, program circuit 2. No, okay, so I can put it there, and you're okay. Obsidianite is a mixer recipe. Obsidian, zinc, and steel. Mixer 2, right? Yeah. There you go. Next up, try crafting again. Okay, so all that stuff is pretty much just waiting for things. Like crafting with missing items, it will pick up enough. It's a lot of charcoal though, but we do produce a lot of it. Mobius, unstable, stable. We have to do this through bees because I don't want to do the division sigil otherwise. I really don't want to do. I could have sworn we had one somewhere. Now we're gonna do the bee method. So we need the unstable bee for this. And I might as well craft up start the recipe. So this one is going to be like that in circuit 1. And don't take those out because I think that's going to explode. And then unstable dust, we're going to not craft this. I think we're just going to store it indefinitely. Yeah, we're going to make the nuggets from the bees, and then it'll automatically get processed. So we need the divided combs, which is diamond and iron. And we can use the Mutatron for this. So let's do bee breeding, our favorite activity. So I need iron. We have so many iron bees that I'm not gonna worry about making sure that this lasts. Like I'm okay with destroying ignoble stuff. I don't really care. For example, you're not working, so I'm just gonna throw you in here. It's okay if it dies because we have a lot of ignoble bees. Actually, we have princesses too, right? Yeah. It'll work. It'll work. I just need one. You? No, we need labware. Man, I'm feeling snackish right now. I'm honestly probably just gonna take a walk to the gas station after this. Get some snack. I can go for like some kind of chocolate. There's this snack that I like to get, para gancitos, spelled Gansitos. I think it's made in Mexico, or at least another Central American country or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's Mexican. But it's like one of my favorite like snacks that I would always get. Man, it's so good. Always reminds me of home also. It's Jericho. Hello. So requires unstable ingot block as a function. Precise mutation chance 3%. So I don't want to make an unstable ingot block, so I'm going to hope and pray that it doesn't kill the bee here. Is this the only thing that fits in here? Yes. It totally killed the bee. That's fine. I'm patient enough. I'm gonna keep throwing bees at this because we have a lot of diamonds and I don't really care if any of them die. We have a lot of iron as well. It's okay, it's okay. You can always just watch the VOD if you miss it. Alright, you're not missing much either. We're just breeding bees. I'm trying to get the unstable queen so that I don't have to deal with how do I say it? Division sigil. I don't want to do it. But the poor diamond bees are getting destroyed because of this. It's okay. It's slowly clearing our inventory, even though it doesn't matter. If I'm struggling with storage because of a couple bees, then we have bigger problems to deal with. It isn't that bad, but bees are easier. Okay, I'm getting a little worried here. Oh, we're out of bees. We have a couple of diamond queens though left over. We're gonna do these next. Oh, you have to. So I need to fix my oblivion frames as well. So we're going to take a visit to the very decrepit magic world. Because this is where our atomic restore is. I totally forgot how this works, by the way. We had a jar here, I think it's how it worked. Yeah. So I would get a jar. And then... Oh no, my essential terminal is gone. Because I used it to craft the... what do you call it? The wireless crafting terminal. Actually, no, we have an essential terminal here. Yeah, I can just use this one. Okay. So it looks like I'm going to connect you to main storage. Yeah, I'm going to connect you to main storage. There you go. One day I would do magic, but the day is not now. So if I check my, not level terminal, essential terminal, there it is. So I'm looking for instrumentum. Is this the one we use to fix things? I think so. See, I still remember how to do some magic. Not too much though. Thank you. Go all the way back over here. Right here. Right. The rest of it can just go back in storage. Okay, we got it, but I don't think it actually works because it's not, it doesn't have good stats, so I don't want to do this, but I have to do it. I have to take all the bees out of here and use the swarmer to get even more. Never fun. We're gonna have to do it. I don't need that anymore. This is also probably going to lead to a crash because it always crashes my game if I click too fast. And we put those back, and then I can put you there and set you to swarmer mode. Get a bunch of my royal jelly, put that into here. There we go. Then turn it back on. Oops. Then you're going to make me unstable princesses, and then that's what I'll use to mass produce these guys. But I have to get a good stat one. Oh, I already got it instantly. And then we use like any drone. So I know that this one has any purebred drone. And we try to make an unstable drone out of this one. So these already have like really good stats, and I just need to get a purebred one. Okay, as long as you're purebred, then that's all that matters. You're purebred, and then not you. It's got to be a purebred drone as well. Yes. Okay. Everything else, I'm just gonna trash everything on us. Yeah, get out of here. Bye. Do you need this to breed anything else? Oh, you totally do. That's one way to get out of the Kalissus blocks in Barnarda E. Hey, Extreme, I found another way to get unstable dust. Using the Barnarda E Queen. Let me combine these guys. And then, there we go. So now we have a good unstable queen. Then take you out. You're absolutely not worth by. Then turn it off. Then start throwing all of the bees back. But at least I stopped. I figured that's what it was. And it's stop running. And honestly, it's a good thing that you slept. That's good. Sleep is good. I know we're called Restless Club, but I do highly encourage getting good rest because I don't get good rest myself. Oh, we're running out of B slots, meaning I have to step up to UHV power at some point. But we have unstable combs now. Or, okay, goodbye all of them. Oh, and you know what? Our efforts have like improved. We are like when I upgraded the chemical reactor, it is able to keep up with all the shenanigans now, which is great. Forgot to check on that, but all of this other stuff like it take a while. But divided comb is what we're looking for. So we also get unstable combs. I'm going to process this into saltpeter. I think we store this already. Yeah, so I can totally just throw this in the centrifuge over here. There we go. But this one, I have to filter it, so the tiny piles is going to be just fine. We have storage for magic wax. This stuff, we have a packager, so it'll filter itself out. But the semi-stable nuggets, I'm going to also automatically macerate, and then this is going to get auto-crafted into unstable dust using the packager as well. So this is what I want to store. I want to store the unstable dust. So we filter it first, and then I start throwing everything in here. Produced like 8 million Nequadria. 30 million. Oh man, you're still reminding me that I have so much Nequadria issues. 29, and of course it is because of extreme unstable. I have 12 million. I need to do something about this. I keep putting it off. But it's funny because any recipe that asks for Nequadria, I just craft with missing items, and it does it. It's funny. Like we do produce it, it just gets consumed instantly. It's so funny. So level emitter is what you recommend. I'll probably think about it off camera, I think. Okay, so we have unstable dust now being crafted. So I just need to throw the comb in here, and then no other filtering needs to happen. This is the wrong thing. This is for Nequadria. Speaking of Nequadria. My LSE is finally back to normal levels of 0.60. Is that how much power the UHV one stores? It's a huge jump, right? Like the UV capacitor stores 600 billion, but the UHV capacitor stores like a very funny number. Yeah, it's just a huge difference. That's crazy. So you really only need one and you're okay, right? I would love to get that. Load bearing distribution casing. Why are you telling me you need it for that? Oh, probably because of the... Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Okay. So if I check semi-stable nuggets, we have 91. But I'm going to throw them onto the macerator we have over here. We have a good macerator that's passive as well, right? Yeah, this one. This one was set up for netherite nanoparticles, but you are filtered, so I can't do that. Never mind. You're being passive. So I can just use the default one, which is this one over here, which also has a stocking input bus. There you go. Okay. So I think at this point we should be good to craft it, because everything that's missing is like produced automatically somehow. So I'm gonna request it, but with missing things. And then I need to feed this with soul sand, so I will go to the nether for that. Because miss me with doing it any other way. They're saying I would like select you, right? Not cables exchanging. I would select you, right? And then just do like a huge area or something. Oh, my game's lag. It does not like that. And then, ouch, replace air, but select. Oh, yeah. Is this what you were talking about? Yeah, that worked. Okay, it registered. Okay. I guess whenever we need soul sand, I will do that. So tricalcium phosphate is we generate this from ore munchers, which I might need to check. Everything else is craftable. It looks like all the ingots are stuck though, because the multi-smelter probably isn't working. Because let me place this so I don't lag. Let me go back home. The multi-smelter probably is not working because I broke it and I didn't turn it back on. Right here. Yeah, I knew it. Oh yeah, make me my ingots. Yeah. This thing cooks up a lot of ingots, doesn't it? It seems like a lot to deal with, but it's actually not that bad. Also, the compressor might not be working either. Or are you just crafting so much stuff? It doesn't look like... Oh no, it's working. Oh, it's the hype. It's the pressure. Okay, we have too much heat. But I have it set so that it disables at 50%, so that's what's going on. So I can upgrade this, right? Hot, what the heck did I just spell? Hot isostatic pressurization units in your area. How do I do this? More advanced coils allow better heat control. So 30. So I might as well just upgrade it as much as I reasonably can, which is Awakened Draconium. I need 30 of you. There you go. Oh, by the way, Jericho, you joined after I mentioned it, but we actually have everything for the Infinity Chest. I was able to process everything. We do have UEV components also, because yesterday we went to the mothership, so we got the tier 9 stuff. So for Tangum, We have UEV parts now. So we have everything for a single infinity chest except for the eternal singularity. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on. And I might have to wait on this a little more because it is almost midnight and I just looked at the time. Jeez. It might be time for bed. Yeah, because all this stuff is going to take a while to craft. So, trying to think. Oh, another thing I can check is the ore munchers. Oh, excuse me. So, the ore munchers did keep up with everything that was in here. So now we are good to go. So I don't have to set up anymore, but I have 4 of them on standby. And I can set those up if we do notice us struggling. But I still have to deal with filters because we also have so much stuff in here that some of it is just built up like crazy. So let's go deal with the filters as well while all the other stuff is crafting. I'm excited for that infinity chest because that means I don't have to deal with that. I can just throw it, filter it like that, instead of having to deal with this and running out of filters, right? This is going to take a lot of work, I think, because not everything here should be moved to an infinity chest. So I think what's going to happen is I'm not going to tear it down. Instead, just have a storage bus attached to this on the mainnet and only pull from it, and that's it. And then everything else is going to be fixed. I think that's what's going to happen. Not too sure. Anyways, get you. Select everything that is piling up. And throw everything in storage and see what is causing us problems. Sheldonite and magnesite. So Sheldonite is something I can just straight up centrifuge, and then magnesite is something that I can... Do I have carbon dioxide being stored? I don't know, actually. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to store carbon dioxide here as well. Okay. So we have that, and then magnesite goes into an electrolyzer. Oh, we don't need that because of the electrolyzer. Well, I'm not going to move it. So we throw this in an electrolyzer and then Sheldonite in the centrifuge. We can do that. That would be this setup here. So this one takes the electrolyzer, which is magnesite. Enjoy. And then Sheldonite is a centrifuge, which I don't think we have a way to push items from the subnet into here. So at least I don't think we do. No, we don't. So I'm going to have to store it as well and then process it down. Need another drive for this though. And then I can just throw it in the centrifuge. And this gives us a bunch of stuff, which I believe we have storage for everything. So it's okay. I'll leave it there. So if I'm getting lost in my own base. Push all the items. I should be left with 1. This is the idea. I want it to be just osmiridium. The coils have finished. And exchange, select you. And we're going to go ahead and replace everything in here with zirconium. Go. Easy. Okay. And it's gone. Good to know. All right. So I think this is probably a good place to wrap it up. Wrap up the episode. We have a lot of random crafting to do until we get the singularity. Maybe I'll craft another one. I don't think so, though. We just need the one to make our first infinity chest. And from there, what I'm thinking about is, well, I'll also try to craft the Tangum electromagnet off camera because we need 2 of this stuff. Which reminds me, disable the helium because that thing has been running the entire episode and it causes our distillation tower to not process any of this stuff, which we really needed to. Break you. Put it back, and there it is. This is just a temporary way we get helium. 718 million, okay. But the next thing I want to go for is waterline. It's time for us to actually do that because what I'm really thirsting for is what was I thirsting for? I forgot. Tier 7 water. Tier 7 water needed something. And I forgot what the tier 7 water was used for. Crafting input buffer. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what I want next. So yeah, I really want that. It's gonna make things so much easier. So after we get the infinity chest and just throw it at our ore munchers, the next step is the crafting input bus, but we need tier 7 water. So that's going to be very fun. For the final circuit line, you need to make either one last circuit assembler or UAV hatch for your circuit assembly machine. I don't know what to do about it. Probably what's going to happen is I put it over there. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so we need this one. This is going to be fun, I think. This is like a real big one, right? Oh, no. I'll see what I can do off camera to craft. Oh, man, that's expensive. Craft it right now, honestly. I can't even do this because I don't even have tier 6 water. So I gotta set up tier 6 water. Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun. You're gonna see me trying to figure this out on camera. It's gonna be a fun episode, I think. Not just this one, but the rest of the water line because I need all the others. We only have up to tier 2 with the updated setup, so I have to upgrade this. That's gonna be fun. But we will hold off on that for next episode. So I'll be back tomorrow around the same time. And also going to be working on Meatball Craft next episode tomorrow. So hopefully I can get an episode out by Monday or sometime later in the day. I don't know. We'll see. So keep an eye out on that. So we'll just call it here for the night. We have some good progress. And sometime in the morning, I'm also going to check on my Eternal Singularities. And then that means we have the infinity chest. Oh man, it's going to be so good. Super expensive though, but we have to wait for this. Yeah. Okay. For now, I will see you guys next time, tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night. Take care. And bye-bye.